Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure being with you all today on the 20th year of existence of Chola MS. First of all, may I congratulate the team for the consistent growth of the company, both in terms of the top line and also in the operating parameters. When I was asked to join in today's celebrations, I thought it may be appropriate to talk about the evolution of the company, as most of you in this hall may not know. With the opening of the economy in the early 90s, a lot of overseas financial services personnel were interested in getting into the Indian market, either on their own or through partnerships. Chola Finance, even then, was considered a good bet for a partnership, and hence we had a lot of visitors. We also had a lot of invitations to visit their offices in their respective locations. Our appetite for insurance business was created by Sun Alliance. After a period of discussion, there was a move to start a risk management company. Sun Alliance was a target for either a merger or a buyout. Sun Alliance finally merged with Royal Insurance. I remember the day when we went to see Royal Insurance in London. They gave us a long explanation, and at the end of it, they said they'd go with their proposed partners, Shriram Group of Delhi. Anandan, who was with me, and both of us were disappointed with their decision, as we had put in a lot of effort to start the risk management company. Guardian Royal, which is in the Royal Stock Exchange building, was literally across the street in the city of London. We crossed the street and introduced ourselves. It was not quite like that, as they knew about us, and we had a couple of discussions with their representatives in India. The managing director of Guardian Royal was quite impressed with our presentation and our approach and agreed to have a partnership with us. We got the risk management company working, and even a few board meetings were held. This risk management company today is 25 years old. Unfortunately for us, Guardian merged with AXA of Paris. So Anand and I started to visit Paris and commenced our discussion with AXA. In all this exercise, we were assisted by one Rangarajan, who had the knowledge in insurance, but he left us before we formed the company. All these discussions were before the Government of India formally said that they would open out insurance to the private sector. We thought we had progressed well with AXA and were prepared to go along with them. The government announced the entry of private sector in insurance, and at the same time, AXA informed us they would be dropping their efforts to set up shop in India, as they had just bought a life insurance company in Japan. The small committee I had at Chola Finance to take forward the insurance proposal were upset, and we had to give ourselves a few months to recover. In the recovery process, Mr. Natarajan, former chairman of United India, and Mr. Moni, former chairman of General Insurance Company, helped us in our thinking. With the base presentation, we went to the corporate board for approval and got rejected. This saddened us further, but we did not give up. 6 months later, with a slight reformed team, we went to the corporate board and presented our proposal. We had very good support from the members of the board to our proposal, and this weighed in our favor. There were 3 stages for getting licenses to start an insurance company, and a lot of the companies had already gone through the first 2 stages. We did our workings, approached the regulator for our such first stage of license. We got through the tough questioning from the regulatory board and started to form the company. At this stage, we had a message from Mitsui India that they would like us to meet their people from the sister company, a sister insurance company, and we also got a message through a couple of other sources that Mitsui Sumitomo would like to meet us. We did meet and become partners. By the time we formalized the partnership, we'd already got our second license from the regulator, and it was time to subscribe to the capital of the company. It was a long journey after the insurance company was started. At that time, there was an elation and sometimes disappointments. The persons who had to face my reaction was Anandan, who worked with me to bring this company to existence. I believe that in the first few years of the company, we did not progress much. Then we had a change in management, and Anandan came in as managing director. We saw a vast change in the running of the company. We had projected the company will have a 5% share in the overall general insurance premium in about 10 years or so. I don't believe we have achieved this, but we definitely have achieved a good market share in specific products, and I'm indeed happy. We are leaders in some of the products and we have a very healthy solvency ratio. During our effort to find partners, we took the opportunity to visit reinsurance companies. This gave us a lot of insight into the insurance business, and I'm happy that we still deal with some of them. With all the history I've given you so far, I have not stated what inspired me to go into insurance business. We are basically a single product company in a host of areas available in the financial services business. Though Chola had ventured into securities business and also wealth management, we had very few other products. And it was only logical that we look at insurance as a strategic way forward to expand our presence in this sector. We did consider whether to go for life or general. Well, life would have given us a lot of assets under management to the long-term game. General is a one-year game, and we can tweak it as you go along. The assets under management are lower in general than life, but the amounts are fair. The starting of an insurance company did encourage us to start other financial services companies. We did go into mutual fund, but had to drop out very early in the game as we found we were not competitive in the Indian market. Chola Finance, of course, has given us a base to sell a lot of our products. Bank assurance was one of the ways to increase our exposure, and I'm indeed happy to say that it played an important part in our marketing effort. I have not seen the latest figures, but I'm indeed happy to hear this company will achieve a gross premium income of 6,000 crores and with an investment base of over 14,000 crores in the current year. Looking back 43 years, when I was involved in starting Chola Finance, till date, it gives me immense satisfaction that I've been able to motivate a large number of people in bringing a lot of assets to the financial service sector. That we have over 80,000 crores of assets financed by Chola and 14,000 crores assets in the management insurance company is indeed a great accomplishment. May I wish Chola MS all the best in their 20th year of existence and for their future also. Thank you.